This is Platinum Senior Vice President Dwayne Johnson. I was blessed to actually watch my mother become very successful in her own business. We had money, but we really didn't have time to kind of spend together. You know, in my mind, I kind of did exactly what my parents asked me to do. Went to school, got educated, studied engineering at DeVry University. Found myself frustrated. I was one of the faithful employees, you know, first one in, last one to leave, skipping lunches, birthdays, everything else, but for some reason, I just could not get ahead of the 8 ball. I always knew that there was something else. It had to be something more, because I physically could not work any harder than I was already working. I felt very much so unfulfilled, I think is the proper word to use. And I just knew that I was put here to do more. And it's just amazing how blessings come in disguise. My sister actually recommended a local barber for me to go to in Kansas City. As soon as I sat in this chair, the first thing came out of his mouth was, "Brother, would you be open to making some extra money?" And I said, absolutely. What was very impressive was, for the first time in my life, I saw somebody that was in their 20s that was generating more money in a single month than my parents was making in 2 years. And I said to myself, not only was that impressive, but what was more impressive was that how humble he was, and he was willing to work with me. In 30 minutes, he taught me more about life, money, and business than I learned in all my years of schooling. And I knew at that moment in time that this is what I wanted to do, and I've truly found exactly what I was looking for. The difference 5 Links has made for me is I got my time back. You know, I set my own schedule, I set my own hours. I get up in the morning when I'm done sleeping. You know, I get a chance to work with who I want to work with. I always avoid frustration. It's not like I'm on somebody's job and I'm stuck working with a specific individual, or I'm stuck working a specific amount of hours. You know, I'm gonna have to call in for, ask the boss for time off and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, most importantly, I actually bought my time back. And just being in a position, especially as a dad, to be able to provide for almost every single thing that my daughters asked me for, that they rightfully deserve. Just a couple of weeks ago, we actually went out to Disney for about 5 days, and we just had so much fun that they just asked if we could kind of stay a couple extra days, so we ended up staying 10 days versus just 5 days. And it's just these little things that you really can't even put a price tag on. Vision to me is being able to see things before they actually happen, always seeing every single possibility out there. Like earning income a different way outside of what you were originally taught. It's kind of tough in the very initial stages because your circle of friends are influenced to do the same thing. But once I was introduced to another circle of friends, and then they started to teach me concepts like residual income and leverage, it just revolutionized the way that I earn income. And here it is just a couple of years later. Showing other people how to do the exact same thing has made a tremendous difference in not only my income, but also the income of people that's a part of the organization. Having time and money is the definition of success to me. Because most people that's successful in business, they have money but no time. And then a lot of people that's typical employees, they have a lot of time but then they have no money. But to have both of them together is an absolute dream come true. I really enjoy playing video games, playing sports, basketball, bowling, shooting pool, spending time with my family. The reason why I feel so good and I'm so proud of members in the organization is watching them actually go through the mental shift. Just sitting back and just coaching somebody and watching them go from the infancy stages of never hearing about the industry of direct sales and then actually growing into a family type atmosphere is just absolutely one of the #1 reasons why I do this business today. One of the most important things about being a leader is integrity. Especially in this industry, your greatest asset is actually integrity, because most of the people that you start off dealing with, they really don't know you, so you have to build a rapport. Integrity is being upfront and honest about everything. I was taught a long time ago, one thing about the truth, it doesn't require a memory. This business gives me the opportunity to be in a position to bless other people, which is something I absolutely love doing. I honestly feel that a blessing is not a blessing unless you can pass it on. I just have to make sure at every given moment that I am creating unlimited support for my organization and just simply watching them go through the exact same transitions I went through. What keeps me pushing forward every single day like a madman is just the mere fact of I do not know when my expiration date is. When opportunity presents itself, I seize it. Success is correcting the errors of the past and picking up new disciplines for the future. Just knowing that there's no limit to my income, there's no limit to how big I can actually build my company within the Five Links company. It's just very exciting.